Andrew Cain. Before we rejoin Paul and Richie in commentary, here's Thomas Driver.
Ladies and gentlemen, this bout is scheduled for 12 rounds, and it'll be for both the British and Commonwealth Bantamweight Championships. Brought to you by Frank Warren on behalf of Queensberry Promotions, along with their great sponsors. 32 Red at Unibet. It is sanctioned by the British Boxing Board of Control, Steward in Charge Matt Harris, Commonwealth Supervisor Simon Block, Timekeeper Martin Fallon. Our 3 judges assigned will be Victor Laughlin of Scotland, Kieran McCann of England, and Bob Williams of England. Our referee in charge, third man in the ring, will be Kevin Parker of England. Introducing to you first, the challenger fighting tonight out of the red corner. He comes to the ring wearing black, trimmed with white, and weighed in officially at 8 stone, 5 pounds. Coming to us from Liverpool, England, he brings a professional record of 11 wins, just 1 defeat, with 10 of his 11 wins coming by way of knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the former WBC International Silver Super Bantamweight Champion, Andrew Cain. And his opponent across the ring in this championship contest, he is the defending champion, fighting tonight out of the blue corner. He comes to the ring wearing white with gold and weighed in the same as his opponent, 8 stone, 5 pounds. Hailing from Northamptonshire, England, he has a professional record consisting of 18 wins, 10 defeats, 2 draws, with 3 wins coming by way of knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, here is the reigning and defending British and Commonwealth Bantamweight Champion, Ashley the Flash Lane.
Ashley. Gents, we've already been through the final instructions in the dressing room, and you know I expect a clean fight. Remember to obey my commands at all times. Above all, protect yourselves at all times. 12 rounds, touch gloves. Thank you.
Almost a moment of respect between the two of them as we get set for battle here, but it could be sparky. And here we go for the British and Commonwealth Bantamweight titles. Ashley Lane against Andrew Cain. Cain has seen destined for a night like this for a very long time. A long and rocky road. Few could forecast that Ashley Lane would end up being in this position to defend these titles, but he loves everything about being the champion, and he has no intention of letting go, much like the events at the press conference on Thursday, when Cain greeted Lane warmly by the throat when they faced each other off. It was a bit more ordered at the weigh-in yesterday. Lane felt he won that little showdown by keeping composed and calm, but who goes to work first here?
Well, Lane's the champion, Paul, but he's in against a very explosive challenger in Andrew Cain. And looking at this one, you'd probably feel that if Ashley Lane can get through the first 3 or 4 rounds, then he'll have a better chance. But that's going to be difficult because Cain is very explosive early on and will look for an early stoppage. So how does Ashley Lane go about it? Does he get up close and try and stifle the work of Andrew Cain and take the odd risk here and there? Or does he stay on the outside? At this stage, it looks like he's taking the contest to Cain, and straight away he walks onto a couple of shots. So I can understand what he's doing here in terms of just trying to close Cain down and trying to make sure he doesn't get the power in his punches. But he's taking a few risks by doing that.
He is, Richie. Others have come up really short trying to do that kind of thing against Cain. 10 stoppage wins in the 11 victories.
I think if anything, Paul, he's just done what I was about to say. He's got to double up that jab as Ashley Lane and try and get close up to Cain. If that's what he decides to do, he can't afford for a slow single jab, because we know Cain is very quick with his reactions. That wasn't a bad shot there from the champion on the inside, that little right uppercut. But he can't afford a slow jab. Cain's quick off the mark, quick reactions, and explosive in doing that.
Decent shots landed almost simultaneously there. Lane largely controlling the middle of the ring.
So Paul, straight away you probably need to see a little bit more head movement from Ashley Lane as he's going forward, edging forward slowly, but probably needs to move the head a little bit more because he's starting to walk onto shots.
Opening round for the British and Commonwealth Bantamweight titles. Paul Stevenson, the guiding light in one of the most successful gyms in the country right now. He's the man who has guided Andrew Cain as part of this golden generation from Liverpool. We know the story of Nicky Ball, and there's Bradley Strand soon hoping to make his mark as well, but this is the big night that they've worked so long for with Cain. And Richie, the very last shot of that first round was that Cain right uppercut. Lane got out of the way of it, but with Lane trying to lay on his man a little bit, then tries it again right there. Cain, is he risking being caught by one?
He's taking massive risks here, but he's just trying to make sure that that Cain doesn't get the leverage in his shots like a punch like that. Mid-range, you see, Cain is very explosive. So what Lane is trying to do, get up close so he doesn't get the leverage in those mid-range shots and tries to shorten it up. It becomes a more even fight if he's in really close quarters, but it is taking a risk, and there's a real art to that type of boxing, Paul. Head movement's very important, explosive bursts, and then little movements with the head to avoid what's coming back. It's really difficult to do it. You've got to be very skillful indeed on the inside to be successful.
Richie, you see, my information is that's exactly what they've tried to work on with Lane, to give Cain problems that he's not really encountered very much when he's been blowing the opponents out largely on the way up. And they believe that there's more to the story of the defeat against Valuto, who was a very capable operator indeed.
Yeah, I agree, Paul. The only problem you've got is with Lane's style coming forward, Cain will soon start to realise that he's got a chance to catch him as he's coming forward, especially with that jab. It's a simple shot and another one to the body, look. So he'll pick away. That's why the head movement's important from Lane as he's going forward, because Cain will start to pick him off.
Angles are everything, basically, if you are Lane. No point staying in the lane, you've got to work around it, and I can see what he's trying to do, but as Richie says, you know, there's such a high tariff on fighting like this, but if he pulls it off, it's the work of a proper champion, Richie.
Yes, it is, but he just got caught with a terrific left up to the body. It hurt him as well. There was just a slight pause in his work. He went back a little bit, he felt that one. A cracking punch downstairs from Cain.
Cain settling very nicely indeed. Rhythmic, controlled, left hook that time, almost in reverse gear, if you please. Another of his specialities. It's a bit early in the show for that one, folks, but he got away with it. And Lane seeking to close the gap and go to work, pinning Cain on the ropes late in this second round. Indicated perhaps that the head has been a little bit reckless. Can David Parker allows them to work to the belly.
A competitive round, I thought, Paul. Both boxers had success. Little right uppercut on the inside from Cain there. That was a super shot for Ashley Lane. There's that left hook. That was the best shot of the round. You can look at the tension sort of in his body and what he really felt. That was a belter.
Nonetheless, the 33-year-old Cain did take it well enough. Lane, I should say, took it well enough, Richie, not to be deterred. Trying to close the range right in the Cain corner early in this round, and it's come what may. He's going to try to apply these tactics.
Yeah, taking big risks and getting caught on the inside is Lane. I actually think that Cain probably suits this type of boxing anyway. This is what he wants. But nevertheless, Ashley Lane is having a little bit of success here and there, but the sharpness, I think, and the quality in the punching probably comes from Cain, picking his punches a little bit better than the champion.
So far, that is the case, I think. The white and gold tracks of the champion Lane, a nod to where it all started for him, the Far Cotton Amateur Boxing Club in Northampton, and where would he be in his life without it, and the difference it made in his life.
Two punches on the inside that Cain is having success with, Paul. It's that little right uppercut, but also the left hook, both to the body and the head. That right hand of Ashley Lane has got to be kept high, because he keeps getting caught with this short little left hook on the inside, and he won't be able to keep taking those crisp shots like that.
Work rate up close is quite impressive here, I have to say that from Lane. Those punches are landing right above us, and there is plenty in every single shot. Nice right hook, once and twice from Cain. Lane undeterred.
Fair play to Lane, he's really going for it here, and just the quality in the punching is better from Cain. And there was a really impressive little moment in there from Cain in terms of blocking shots with the elbows to the body and then returning with a left hook to the chin. Superb work that was on the inside from Cain.
He looks right on his A game on this, the biggest night, and some really good work underneath as well. But there's a complete conviction, Richie, in the way that Lane is going about this, like he will not be deterred.
Like a true champion, isn't he? You know, he's putting everything into it. Oh, gets caught again though. Got to move the head in front of this man.
The sharper and the heavier-handed early on tonight, Andrew Cain, as the record suggested would be the case. The record for Ashley Lane in and out of the ring is prevailing whatever the odds against him. He's done it in his life and he's done it in his boxing. And he rather likes being a champion, even if it was against all the odds. He surprised us the way he did it against Chris Burke, coming out fast and stopping Burke by the halfway point in that championship fight. He is full of surprises, and he remains full of belief.
You don't need to. He's going to get...
Impressive work from Cain, I thought, on the inside there, blocking the shots and then coming back. Lovely right hand. It was actually Ashley Lane coming forward, but he was getting caught with the better quality punches on the inside. Cain very cleverly just blocking shots and then returning fire.
Some high quality work early on from Andrew Cain in the Lane corner between the round. They said, slow down. The tactics will work if you slow down and give yourself the time to deliver once you get in at close quarters. Let's see if he heeds the message. Maybe settling a little bit now, Richie. We're through the first quarter of it. Such tension on a night like this, of course.
See, in these situations, Paul, the head movement's got to be instinctive. You work with a couple of double jabs to get forward, but then you've got to know when to pause instinctively and then move the head, because something's coming back. You're in punching range. You're good
caught
left hook again.
For sure. Flush on the chin.
You've got to move the head occasionally on the inside. You can't just stand there and think you're going to hit the target with every shot you throw.
A couple more rounds of this with these devastating left and right uppercuts and hooks at short range from the all-powerful fists of Cain, and surely Lane will then be asked a big question as to whether he can keep on believing or whether it might be time for a plan B.
Oh, what
He's
a
wobbled
punch.
by that one, Lane. Cain pours it on, composed, calm, precise, almost surgical. Cain is in danger of really pulling Lane apart here. A pause in the action, the gum shield, very timely indeed from Ashley Lane's point of view.
The skill there from Andrew Cain was really superb. He threw out a jab, it looked like a jab, and he just changed the angle of the punch and turned it around the side. It was like a long hook, if anything, and it totally caught Ashley Lane off guard. Cracking boxing, that was.
The way Cain is boxing at this moment, Richie, every shot he lands threatens to be the one to win him the British and Commonwealth titles. He's so impressive.
Yes, he is. And at the same time, Ashley Lane, we've said what a true champion he is. He's took some good shots, but still keeps coming forward. Right uppercut again on the inside. Catches Cain, and there's the left
The wobble. The pressure builds and builds through this fourth round.
And there's the confidence from Cain actually switching to southpaw. Paul, he's enjoying this contest up to now. Great skills coming from him, but very dogged, determined Ashley Lane in front of him, trying to hang on to his British title.
Nonetheless, in that Lane corner, they do look concerned. They're looking at each other in the corner as if to say, do we need to change plan here? It seems as though all these exchanges are being bossed by Andrew Cain.
The eye-catching quality shots are coming from the challenger, Paul, no question.
Cain had a right good long stare into the eyes of Lane at the end of the round, a bit like the meeting on Thursday and the meeting on Friday, but Cain must believe he's winning this.
You know, he's shook him a few times there. Again, resist it. I know you're boxing really well. Resist the temptation to go swinging at him. I know you won't. Just keep picking up the good ones, you know what I mean? I know it's easy to hit in its own, but just keep mixing them up to the head and the body. Just keep chipping away, placing them well, you know, and you'll go. Just keep doing what you're doing, okay?
Yeah, good instruction there from Paul Stevenson, literally saying just keep chipping away, but better work off the ropes, waiting for the opportunities. The left up there was a cracking shot, right uppercut on the inside, so the quality work's coming from Cain. Volume most certainly from Ashley Lane, and give him 100% for his commitments, but he's just being caught with the better quality shots. He's been hurt a couple of times, but he's a true champion, that lad.
He's got all the determination in the world, Richie, but the quality is on display from the other corner so far.
Oh, again, Paul, what a left hook that was. Ashley Lane expecting the jab to come out, and it was a left hook.
It's breathtaking stuff, this, from Andrew Cain, and he backs all the way across. Spindly legs, he's over, and he's in very deep trouble. Ashley Lane, the champion. He's worked all his life to become the champion. He'll do whatever he can to get up and go on, but he's going to walk right back into the line of fire.
Big moments now. Both these boxers. Is Cain just going to go for it here? Ashley Lane still not recovered, Paul. Oh, that's a cracking shot downstairs from him.
Right now he cannot miss him. And Lane is not throwing back. That's the problem. I don't believe his head is properly cleared for understandable reasons, and the legs only slowly returning to operation, but only slowly, and it might be too late.
The referee is having a close look here. Could be just one shot from Cain.
Keep chipping away, they told him in the corner. He's done a bit more than chip away. He's knocked blocks off Lane in this round. Kevin Parker, as Richie said, is watching closely. He's poised at all times. We haven't seen one meaningful shot in this round from the champion.
No, trying to move ahead, trying to move his head. keep out the way. But now Cain boxing on the outside with that jab, thrown from the hip. Oh, what a shot!
And underneath, and that will do more damage again. It's over. It is over in the 5th round. We have a new British and Commonwealth Bantamweight champion. His name is Andrew Cain, and he could be headed to the very top, just like his mate Nicky Ball. That was a brilliant victory. And Ashley Lane, of course, so determined and so game, walked the wrong path tonight tactically. They share a little moment there, Cain and Ball. But this is Cain's night. Forget anybody else. The Everton Red Triangle story, yet again, writ large. Their brilliant production line of talent, all guided by Paul Stevenson. Nobody is surprised to see it, who's followed Cain's career so far. But he's come out the other side of the defeat by Maluta and the injury and all the question marks. As good as new tonight, if not better, Richie.
Great display of boxing, wasn't it? Inside work from Andrew Cain, actually working off the ropes. You know, he demonstrated how he could block shots on the inside, then come back with little left hooks, little right uppercuts. I take my hat off to this fella. This guy's game as they come. His game plan was to get up close and try and stifle the work of Cain, but that was just pure brilliance there from Cain. Very fast reactions. It was a slow shot from Ashley Lane. Big right hand that came back from Andrew Cain. A tremendous punch. There it was there. And Ashley Lane then, he's really in trouble here, the champion. And Cain knew it. Back in there with a shot that just misses the target, but now left up to the body, and that's the one that really hurt Ashley Lane, and that's what put him down. But that right hand for me was exceptional. The timing of it really was superb, and then the left hook that comes up just finishes the job. There it is there. Absolute peach of a punch. A brave champion, but you know, this kid is the new champion, Paul, and we take our hat up to him. He's a very good fighter indeed.
So he becomes the British champion in only his 13th professional fight. I must say, much like Nicky Ball, he seems stamped with top-class potential from the very first day, and despite the interruption on the pathway to the top, he has got there in very quick time indeed. And that, of course, is always the best moment, when two guys have been eyeballing each other and bad-mouthing each other, stoking it up for a long, long time. The respect is mutual, and Ashley Lane, of course, who's achieved so much, comes up short tonight. The punch stats from Jabir, Richie, I know he threw a lot, but you know, after about the 2nd or 3rd round, how many of those 351 meant much from Lane?
Not many, Paul, were they? They were a little bit laboured. I could see the tactics in getting up close, try and stifle the work of Cain, but the quality in Andrew Cain tonight really was very good at distance and on the inside. Exceptional that was.
Here's Thomas Treiber.
Ladies and gentlemen, here is the official time. 1 minute 47 seconds of round number 5. Our referee in charge, Kevin Parker, waves off the contest. Therefore, your winner by way of technical knockout, and new British and Commonwealth Bantamweight champion, Andrew Cain.
A performance from Cain so good tonight, we may look back in years to come and say that was only the start.
Yeah, really nice to see mutual respect there, because there wasn't been a needle between them. But let's talk about that performance from Andrew Cain tonight, because that was ferocious. He made the statement.
Becky, I'm going to tell you something funny. Andy just whispered in my ear, when I win a world title, wait for that backflip. But one thing I will turn man and say is that destructive. Carl on the broadcast just a second ago alluded to that you're one of his favourite fighters because of how destructive and powerful you are. What is it actually like underneath the bright lights when Andy Cain does things like that?
What was that?
What is it like under the bright lights when Andy Cain performs like that? What is it like for you?
You know what, it's great. I've been doing this since I was a little boy in here. Now I'm starting to get me rewards, you know, so this is the start now of a big things to come from me, our gym. My trainer, Paul Stevenson, doesn't get the credit he deserves. This is all because of him, it really is.
We're going to get a word from you in a second, Paul, but I want to ask you another thing. This brotherhood I see here, I see all of them over there, right there, the Red Triangle Gym. Every fight, you guys are here together. Every fight, you're here cheering each other on. Every fight, you're here taking pictures when you win. What is that actually like in terms of that brotherhood?
Boxer toys, lad, yeah. It's great. You know, we're all behind each other. We're all here. We're all learning off each other every day in the gym. You're constantly watching each other and doing things taking things that one of us does well, and all of us incorporating it into our game, and it's something really special. So stay tuned, and you're going to see the Everton Red Triangle fly.
Everton Red Triangle flying right now. Paul, how do you do it? I mean, it's consistent. It seems to be every fighter seems to be producing and beating themselves every single time.
It's just full testament to the boxers, you know, and the work they put in, the level they're able to train at and perform at, and the help we've got from, obviously, myself in the gym and Ant Humphries and all the coaching staff at the club. It's just a great place, and it's a great time for us at the minute. And Andrew, who's been here since he's been 10, what a night for him, you know, British champion, Commonwealth champion. Just the first of many, but special moment for me in my life.
Special moment, another special moment. I want to know where you're going to put it. I asked you off camera when we were doing our interviews throughout the week where you would put such a prestigious belt like the Lonsdale belt. Where is it going to sit in terms of your mantelpiece?
Going straight to me Mars, that, mate. It's for me mum, this one.
Andy, never short of words, also never short in the ring either. Top man.
Yeah, congratulations.